Today I want to talk about synchronicity. Synchronicity is a concept first introduced by the psychologist Carl Jung. This theory holds that events are meaningful coincidences if they occur with no causal relationship, yet seem to be meaningfully related in some way. For me, synchronicity is tangible evidence manifesting that I am riding on the great ocean of life, connected to something out there in the universe that knows my thoughts and needs and can respond positively. Let me give a personal anecdote to demonstrate this process of synchronicity. From a very young age, I experienced psychic and paranormal phenomena in a variety of ways. Today, acknowledgement of such possibilities is quite common, but when I was a young child it was not, and I kept very quiet about it because I didn't want to be judged as odd. One day, out of the blue, when I was in my early 30s, a friend invited me to a talk in her local village on alternative matters. She had no idea I felt somewhat isolated by my experiences of the psychic variety, as I'd never spoken to her about them. The talk was given by a gentleman on the subject of the cathars. I'd never heard about the cathars in those days. For anybody interested, there are now 2 interviews on this ATV channel on the subject of the cathars, well worth listening to. When the talk ended, I took the risk of approaching the speaker and mentioned a few of my psychic experiences. After hearing me out, he just smiled and said, "You're just a reincarnated cathar." From that day onwards, that gentleman took me under his wing. He went on to share with me his vast knowledge on the philosophies of Carl Jung and countless other aspects of ancient universal spiritual wisdom and culture. And then he went on to become my researcher and my editor of all my autobiographical books in the later years. That meeting, coincidentally occurring with no causal relationship, yet was so meaningfully related, was synchronicity at work. How do we all experience synchronicity and maybe not log it as such? It could be as simple as suddenly thinking of an old friend and the telephone rings and it's that friend calling you. Or you may have been wishing you could visit a certain location or country and suddenly you get invited to go there with a friend for a holiday. Or your boss sends you there on a business trip. For me, synchronicity is the magic of connectedness manifesting in this world. I find it exciting and an indication that I'm working within the energetic flow of the planet and the cosmos. Some would term this serendipity manifesting, that being the occurrence and development of events by chance in a happy or beneficial way, the magic of life. As I've said in all my previous vlogs, we are all connected as conscious energies at one level, not separate, and so should expect to feel this internally and for it to externally manifest from time to time, maybe just to remind us of that fact. I have found that when life allows us enough time to really engage with who we are personally and soulfully, then synchronicity can become a frequent occurrence that fuels the deep energy of inner knowing within, so that we can begin to remember and to trust again our own intuition, to trust in our own sophisticated internal guidance system. This to me is what transpersonal understanding leads to, a quality within us that we have forgotten over the centuries of time. But it is still there, waiting to awaken. It's our sixth sense, a quality that's still alive and functioning and evident in our animal kingdom, and yet we still readily dismiss it in ourselves. I believe this planet has reached a time in its evolution when its inhabitants are getting ready to wake up. As I've mentioned in my previous vlogs, worldwide astrology is currently saying just that. So, see if you can begin to experience synchronicity in your life when you make mindfulness and meditation a part of your life. I'm going to say bye for now, but I'll see you again soon. Bye.